Buddy, this is Mr. Marshall, and I'm here at Stony Lane. I'm actually in the library at Stony Lane, where we have all these books. The lights are shut off back there, so it looks kind of dark. But anyway, I'm here in the library, and I want to show you a really special book here in the library. It's the type of book that I know you've seen before, and there's very big ones and there's very little ones. I'm going to show you a big one. This is called a dictionary. A dictionary is a book that has lots and lots of words. It has like every word in it. Okay. And sometimes you can use the dictionary to like kind of wonder about words and wonder about language. Okay. So let me show you what I mean. This is a pretty huge dictionary, right? It's got a lot of pages. So now, one thing that I try to think about when I'm writing is I always want to spell everything right. And the dictionary is a word that can help you. The dictionary is a book that can help you to do that, okay? But like the problem with the dictionary is that you kind of have to know how to spell a word to find it in there. So I'm going to show you a different way to use it, okay? Like, so one thing is when we're writing, sometimes there's like different ways that you can make the same sound with letters, right? So here's the letter C, and here's the letter K, right? And they both make the same sound. What's that sound? K, right? They both say K. So one way that I can learn about words is like by looking right in the dictionary, okay? So here I am, and here's the page that starts the letter C, okay? Let's see how many pages there are of words that start with letter C. Okay, so I'm gonna try and find that. Hang on one second. Okay, so I've got it. Take a look. Look at how many pages there are that start with the letter C. See that? I looked, and there's 200 pages of words and words and words that start with the letter C. Look how thick that is. Okay, let's take a look and see how many pages of words there are that start with the letter K. Let's take a look. I'm going to hit the pause button for a second. Okay, let's take a look. Here are the pages of K. Look at that. That's a lot less, isn't it? This is only 30 pages. So there's 200 pages of words that start with the letter C and 30 pages of words that start with the letter K. That's a big difference, isn't it? That's a big difference, isn't it? And so what does that tell you? What does that tell you about the sounds, the letters that start with the sound, that create the sound K, right? If there's so many more letters that start with C, there's so many more words or pages that start with the letter C than the letter K. Does that give you a strategy for spelling words? It gives you the start of a strategy, doesn't it? So that's something that you can do. Like, you can figure out that if you're not sure, chances are it's a C and not a K, because there's so many more words that exist that start with the letter C in the English language, right? And there's actually a rule that you can figure out if you look more closely at the words. I'm not going to tell you what that rule is right now because that's not what this video is about. But you can use the dictionary to learn more about words, okay? Anytime you want to learn, of course, it'll tell you the definition of a word. It'll tell you how the word is spelled. It'll tell you some other things about every single word, and that's great. But if you study the dictionary and look at things like we just did, the number of pages, and just other patterns inside of the dictionary, it can teach you a whole lot about spelling and language and vocabulary and other things about words. So look around your house or look in your school. I'm sure you'll find a dictionary. And if you start just like playing and looking around in your dictionary playfully, it can give you new things to wonder about and things that you can learn about language and vocabulary and spelling. Okay? Why don't you do that? And I'll see you next time.